let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the one I wanna, everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on balling forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and Meade?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Done.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just a 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Now Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Seven Pirates!
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion, the tight end. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position. Really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Panther Street. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
Okay, break.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Hurt, hurt. Ready, right.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And their Texans 1st down. Street.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And bulldozing his way through.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Back to 60. 18, hide in.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
18 Rattler. Hey, check that. Street.
Here goes Stroud again. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Stroud now on fourth down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now it's Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down straight ahead.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Irv Smith Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston. 19 light.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go now. First down. Mustang 19.
Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Go, Reed, go. Hey, Crash.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go, quick. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm one, ready?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even get...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Riggs. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check, hurt. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Check, Bobcat.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And they'll go again with ETN. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Panther streak.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
79 Broncos.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. In motion right goes Higgins. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, it's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this is caught. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 34 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand This is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Burrow. Looking for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Check, Panthers. Hurt. 19 Lions. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quentin Johnston, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pushing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On first down, here's Stroud. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jalen Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need 18 yards here on third down.
Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Stroud. He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Hey, Trav. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow will throw. Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my rap that you ever offended. My clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What should be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. MC